I like to think of the repeater component that it is a container of containers. So the repeater component is a container of containers. So if you feed it with a list of records, you can think of it as it's a list of records. If you're feeding it a list of text, then it's a list of text. So the repeater is basically a list or a collection. That's what it is. It's a list or a collection. Let's attempt this scenario here. We have a list of contacts, and we need to pre-populate their information on a screen. So we need to query the list of contacts in the system and then display them on the repeater component on a screen. So what's going to happen is that we query the contacts and then build the repeater, and then we're going to feed the first name from the first contact to the first name of the repeater. And you just do this one time. You just like link these two together just one time for the 3 different fields. And then the repeater is going to repeat this for all the other ones. Let's see how that works. Let's start a new flow. Let's start screen flow. And let's query the contacts. So this is the contacts, contact object. And then I'm going to get all of them. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I don't know how many we have in this org. And I just want to grab the first name, last name, and email. These are the only fields that we need. And let's go ahead and create a screen. Let's say this is contacts screen. And let's hide pause, hide previous, and let's also hide the header. And let's add the repeater component. Repeater, that's the only repeater that we have. So I can just use the keyword repeater, or maybe repeater contacts in case I'm gonna have more than one. So this is like, I'm not building something for other users to add. This video is just meant for pre-populating the repeater with information from the database. We've got this option here, configure data source. If I click that, then I can pre-populate it with a collection. You see, it says collection. Literally, it says collection. So I'm gonna pass this list of contacts. Collection is the same thing as a list, almost the same thing as a list. So let's pass the list of contacts in here, and then I clicked outside to feed it. Now, what do we want this repeater to display? I would like it to display 3 things: the first name, last name, and email. So I'm gonna add 3 fields, first name and last name, and then 1 for email. Just give them some names: first name, and then last name, and then email. What we have done so far is that we created the repeater, and we created we query the contact, but we haven't created those arrows yet. We haven't linked the contacts to the repeater. To do that, we're going to go to each one of those, and we're going to link it. Under default value, we'll select this, and you will see this here. You will see repeater pre-populated items. These are the collections, or the collection that we sent to the repeater, which is the contacts from get contacts. Now, if I click that, you will notice here it says get contacts and then brackets each item. So what's going to happen here is that this repeater component is going to repeat itself. So there's going to be this bucket, and then another bucket, and then another bucket for each one of the contacts. And each one is going to have first name, last name, email. The way we build this, we don't have to think about the collection. Just like think of it that we're looking at only one of them. So get contacts each item, and then first name. So I'm looking for first name. I repeat this for the second one. I'll access the this contact list, and then last name. And then I repeat this for this one as well. That's contacts email. And that's pretty much it. Let's debug and see what that looks like. Test repeater. Okay, You see, it grabbed the contacts from the system. It has created one for each one of them, and all of them are pre-populated, and you can remove them from here. Looks good. So this video is just meant for how to pre-populate the repeater component. We'll talk about the other things repeater related in other videos. That's all for now. Thank you.